Having just returned from National, I want to give you the top 5 lessons learned, including a bonus tip at the end that might just help you land that really difficult to find card into your collection. Number one for me is to have a game plan as to how you want to approach the show floor. For me, I don't love big crowds, and so the National may not be the first place you think I might want to go, but there is a way to navigate this and still have a fantastic time. If crowds are not your thing, I encourage as you plan for future Nationals to try and get early access into the show floor. And not only that, but if you can stay at a hotel that is connected to the Donald E. Stephens Convention Center, your access is really going to be streamlined without having to wait to get inside, and you're going to have an excellent hour or two while others are still trying to get in. Walking around the show floors with minimal people and not having to stand behind someone just to get in to see a booth is really going to optimize your experience, allow you to see more cards, and hopefully land exactly what you're looking for. Lesson number 2, a lot of the items seem to be overpriced. And sure, we can comp cards all we want and have an idea of what we want to pay for an individual card before we go to National. But on the other hand, you have to realize that the owners of these booths had to pay somewhat of a premium to get in, and they're going to be looking to recoup some of their costs. I saw numerous examples, including this Walt Disney that I was interested in upgrading my PC, but the price was substantially higher than any recent comps. And unfortunately, this was not the only time that I saw this during the show floor. Now, dealers can, of course, negotiate price, and you don't know what their intentions are with the label, so it's always important to ask, and don't be afraid to talk to them. But as a whole, many items were overpriced. Number 3 are the crowds. It seems like this hobby is just booming, and the National, of course, is the mainstay where people can get together, show off their cards, and look to acquire something to add to their collection. And boy, oh boy, this place was booming. Upstairs, they added additional tables this year, and while there was a lot of space available, the layout of the booths upstairs at the convention center was really quite horribly designed. Trying to get through the aisles during the main showtime was almost impossible, and in fact, I avoided the area going back, despite wanting to take a second look at some cards because of how crowded it was. Friday and Saturday are definitely more crowded than early access on Wednesday or on Thursday, and in the afternoon and early evening, you can expect that there's going to be a row or two of people in front of every booth that you want to look at. So you're going to need to be patient or plan accordingly. Hence tip number 1. Tip number 4, stay in touch with friends. And ultimately, this should be one of the biggest driving points of hopefully your reason to want to attend the National. Being able to share your passion of cards, talk about stories of your pickups, what you saw inside, and being able to relate that to people who also care about this community is really what makes this hobby just so special. But also something for you to keep in mind. If you have friends who couldn't attend for any number of reasons, stay in touch with them as you go. There's nothing worse than being at home, wishing you were at the National, and seeing your friends having a great time and you being left behind. We went live on Instagram and on YouTube to show our experience on the show floor during the event. And I really appreciate everyone reaching out, saying how much it meant to them to make them feel included like they were a part of the show. And for me, that enhances my experience even more. Lesson number 5, make sure you talk to people. As I was walking out on the last day of my National experience, I came across a Walt Disney autograph in a booth. Now, this was on a picture mat that was surrounding a cell of Pinocchio, and it in itself was pretty cool. But I took time, asked the owner about it. He took it out of the case, let me see it up close, and told me a story of how Walt Disney would hand pick the cells, give them to employees, mat them, sign them, and then personally deliver it to them on holidays or on special occasions. You could tell he thoroughly enjoyed the story. I loved hearing about the story. It definitely enhanced my experience. And as a whole, most people in the hobby like to tell you the stories of how they acquired something. they enjoy their products just as much as you enjoy yours. Don't forget to take time to pause, ask them about what they have, and perhaps grow your friends in this card community. All right, those are my top 5 tips for National. If you've enjoyed it so far, please take a few seconds to like the video and subscribe to our channel. Now, the bonus tip for me. This is something that I feel will enhance your card collection. If you find a booth that seems to resonate with your collection, perhaps there are multiple cards, either that you own or wish to own, don't hesitate to go back to that booth often during your National experience. For me in particular, where I picked up this Peyton Manning flawless autograph, which I absolutely loved, I noticed that there were several other cards in this case that fit with my collection, not just in football, but also in basketball. As I went back to this booth, I noticed that they seemed to be buying more cards to further enhance their product, which also happened to align with what I was looking for. While it wasn't there the first time around, as I came back, I was able to pick up this Patrick Ewing 86 Fleer auto and this Tim Duncan Press Pass auto. Both of those helped to fit the collection that I am working on of on-card NBA rookie autographs from the 80s and 90s. Stopping back by those booths will save you so much time from exploring other booths that may not fit with your collection, and you might just be able to find something that you've been searching for. But with them having buying power in a booth at National, let them do the work, you go back and see them. All right, everyone, that does it for this video. Hopefully this will help enhance your future National experiences. Did you go to the National this year? If so, what did you pick up? What experiences did you learn? Please make sure to leave me a message in the comments below and I'll be happy to get back to you. If you don't do so already, please subscribe to the channel. You can find us over at Instagram at Pack to the Future Podcast, where we are very active. We want you to be part of our community next year when we go back to the National. So please reach out. Let's form a friendship and we'll see you next time.
You said 6.
Look at this giant beer.
Ooga!
This giant beer. Chugging.
Yeah, chug it. Let's go. Woo. I mean, should I be a breaker?
Victory!